Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. Lamar Haven here, and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Here we are in Carnival Night Zone. I promised a story in this one. When we get to the section that the story is about, I'll tell you about it. Until then, let's just enjoy the insanity, shall we? This is certainly one of the more unique games. Very much like Casino Night Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I just sworn there's something up there, so let me up! I want up! Let me up! You would think I would remember this area a lot, because, as I said, notorious story about it. However, apparently, I remember jack all about it. Including, apparently, glitchiness that you occasionally get. No, I want higher. Higher up! There we go. Lots of trollish little strings in this level too. Always gotta love that. Can't get through these. Push you the other direction, even at max speed. This area is more of a... you have to take it slow in the Casino Night Zone. One of the things I talked about before is how Sonic the Hedgehog isn't really all about speed. And in this area, having an AI-controlled Tails can be a pain. Those are all one-way areas. The music here isn't as stellar as I like in other areas. I think they went a little too hard on the, let's make it like a carnival soundtrack, and I don't think it served them as well as it could have. But this being this is probably the weakest song in the entirety of the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack, so I'm pretty sure we can forgive it for that. Depending on which side of these screw thingies you go down depends on which side you'll come out of, I believe. Keep moving. Usually on those, the rule is just stay high. No 420 jokes, please. Alright, going through another one of these. This is the second to last one. So it's gonna start being a pain. I remember this one though is pretty uniform the entire way, and oh my gosh, I almost screwed that up. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. For those who may be wondering, I am playing this through Steam, as I've mentioned before, through the Sonic, Sega, Genesis and Mega Drive classics that you can get through there. It works perfectly well with the Xbox 360 controller, which I'm using. Oh dear. We're getting to the point where I'm starting to repeat areas, which is bad. Especially when you're starting to go fast. Oh dear, I did almost skip that, so it's a good thing I found it. Alright, 12 more. How much you want to bet they're all these little 4 blue sphere sections? Yep, and... there we go. Okay. Haha. That's Emerald number 6. I should be able to get them all before the end, because I believe Sonic the Hedgehog 3 levels have 6 zones. Not 100% on that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there we go. Continuing on. I should be able to get all 7 before we get to the point where I mentioned where I get stuck, because I think I made the point to learn how to do that. Yes, that's why I tend to spin dash everywhere. Forgot. Let's see if I can manipulate this thing. Yep, I can make it come out the other side. Oh no, wait. I think it's the side I connected to last time. Never mind. Let's see if I can manipulate this one, because I came out the right side last time. Nope. I guess I was wrong. It doesn't matter which side you come out on. Alright. Get the shield again. Moving up. And we're back to where I died. We're getting closer, but it's going to be in the second part, the second act of the zone, is the part I get stuck at. So first we have to fight the mini-boss. This mini-boss is pretty easy to beat. First you hit him like that, and then you let him hurt himself. If you have the bubble shield, or any shield that lets you jump higher, like the lightning shield works too, you can just get stuck up here, like this, on purpose. Ow! Oops. There we go. You have to beat him before the spike thingy breaks all these, but trust me, you're gonna have plenty of time. As I just showed, it's not very hard. And there we go! Through Act 1. Ding! Alrighty, let's move on. As you notice, this area looks like it's getting flooded a little bit. If you're playing as Knuckles, this area isn't as flooded, because I don't remember. I think this area is flooded. Oops. I always make that mistake. Gotta get out of this water soon, because I'm drowning. Ah, there we go. The infamous drowning music from Sonic the Hedgehog. I've heard people who have borderline PTSD from that same music. The more weight you put on this platform, the higher it goes up. And then we have these wonderful little cannon things. Oops, missed it. There we go. Missed it again. Ugh, damn it. There we go. Yeah, I might be missing the big ring before we get to the point I keep mentioning. Alright, see these things? If you jump, and you hit them at the right time, they go down further than normal. You can use that weight and momentum to push them. This is how I've always done it. You just use your weight and timing to jump up and push it back down. And once again, this is an area where the AI tails can ruin you. Not very easy doing it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, these are the things that cause me to get stuck. This isn't the specific area. But here's something that you don't know. I don't know if it's in the instruction manual, but it might be. If you jump on these, and you press down, up, down, up, down, up, see how it's moving, and I'm not jumping? Yeah, down and up arrows manipulate this. I did not know that as a kid. For a very long time, I did not know this. There's an area later where you have to use that. There's no other way around it to move on. I didn't know you could do it that way. So I was stuck. I couldn't get any further in the game. So I think it was at least a year. It was probably longer than that. I could not beat this game as Sonic the Hedgehog or Tails. I could only beat it as Knuckles because this one section was unbeatable. And I never figured out why. And that's the embarrassing story. And the thing is, I haven't heard too many people who have gotten as stuck as I have on that section. It never occurred to me to just jump. Or not jump, I mean, to just use the up and down arrows, because it was never clear to me. If it was in the instruction manual, I certainly never saw it. And if it was just something I missed. Always. And this is the final Chaos Emerald special area. And it's a little difficult to navigate. So you might have to excuse me as I try my hardest to remember this area. Oh dear. Point of no return, I believe. No! Whew. I'm screwing up the same area over and over again. Okay. Nope. Hold the button just a second too long. Oh, come on. What am I missing here? No. No, 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 no. These aren't timed, but you keep going faster. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Oh, there we go! Victory, folks! The last Chaos Emerald for Sonic 3 and the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Woo! Now, I don't know if we can move on to the other emeralds, because there are 7 more, due to this being combined with Knuckles. But now Sonic can be Super Sonic. As I mentioned before, if you played the 3D Sonic games, but not these, Super Sonic is still in this. However, you do need it to get the full ending, I think. Pretty sure. You still need all the emeralds. But what happens is you might notice I have more than 50 rings. I have lost my shield. Boom! You get to be Super Sonic during the actual game. Normal game. You don't have to have some special area. Dude, I'm Super Sonic and I can't do a thing. Some things to notice. One, I am losing rings. When you are Super Sonic, you are essentially under the permanent effects of the star power-up. You are invincible, except for getting crushed. Crushing will still kill you. But you also lose rings every second. You have to keep replenishing them. Oh, you can also drown. That's what the bubble is. Oh, I am currently under the effects of a bubble shield, but you don't get to see it while I'm in Super Sonic form. But yeah, I'm not going to use this very much unless it's on accident, because it breaks the game. Makes it very not difficult. Obviously you accelerate and move really fast as Super Sonic as well. There is another surprise that comes when you get all the Super Emeralds. And fun fact, if you're playing as Tails, collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds does not become Super Tails. There is... Oh, dear. Dang, a Super Sonic. That's embarrassing. There is a Super Knuckles. You can play as Super Knuckles as well. Alright, well that's enough showing off for that. I'll do my best not to accidentally activate it, because it's activated by double jumping while you have 50 rings. So I have to keep a close eye on how many rings I have to make sure I don't accidentally do that. So I'm very glad that I was able to get all the Chaos Emeralds as soon as I did. Because now that that's over, that means I am ahead of the curve, with the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 levels almost being over. Really hard to control yourself. I think there's a reason you want to keep the water down. I don't know if it's just me being overly trying a little too hard to be good at this game as a kid, but I think there's a reason why you want to beat it down. I think it's just a lot easier to get up here. But I have the bubble shield, which does that for me. So, maybe not. There are ways to glitch out some of those bumper things to get like almost infinite points and like infinite lives, but I don't care. As you might notice if you are watching, my lives keep being reset because I'm not recording everything at once. I'm recording it like one zone at a time, so it doesn't matter to me if my lives get saved. I could have sworn the lives are supposed to carry over though, like on your save file. But I guess I was wrong. Maybe it continues or something, I don't know. I'll double check next time I'm at the file select screen and let you guys know next video. Come on. I hate using the wheel things because the timing is pretty rough. We're gonna see these things more later. And there we go, power's back on. And I think we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the place where I got stuck as a kid all the time. Here we are. This is it. This room. See, it closes you in, and if you try and just jump, and if you get all the way to the top, there's a ceiling, and you can't push any harder. And this thing won't go down any further. So you have to use the D-pad and keep pushing up and down. See, there you go. And just hop on over like that. So that was it. That was as far as I could get for the longest time. And that's probably the main reason why that early part of the game is what I've memorized so well. Because I'd play it over and over, trying to figure it out. Figure out maybe there's a secondary path I could take. Maybe there's something else I could do. No, Knuckles is the only one with a secondary path on this level. He gets to bypass that section. No, darn it. There was a secret over there and I missed it. Oh well, whatever. Like I said, I'm still ahead of the curve. It's the small things in this game that sometimes interest you, like little animations for Sonic being flung around like a ragdoll, stuff like that. There's some attention to detail at certain points in this game. And other times, it doesn't seem like there is. Seriously, that's the only thing Knuckles knows how to do to stop you. That's the only thing he knows how to do. But here we are, Dr. Robotnik, and I can't use my double jump. What he does is he drops it on the ground, uses it to like tether his lightning, which attracts you to it. So you have to keep moving to the side, and wait for it, and then he comes down to retrieve it. Then you hit him. And it hurts you if you hit anything other than him, which is pretty standard procedure for a Dr. Robotnik fight. But yeah, so lather, rinse, repeat for a little while. At least now I don't have to worry about going supersonic. I'm not being very careful right now. It's a Sonic game. You don't have to. One ring is all you need. Oh darn! Tails is getting hurt and can't escape. What shall I do? I am overcome with guilt. Come on, this is taking forever. You might notice I don't have one of the cheap strategies I've used on other Robotnik fights where I just can keep hitting him over and over, or hit him twice when I should be only hitting him once. Like I said, I haven't played this section of the game as much. Not as Sonic anyway. Oh, one of the downsides of playing as Knuckles is he doesn't jump as high. He can only go, like, that's as high as Sonic can go. Knuckles goes like that. Well, maybe like that. So some of the boss fights are a little harder as Knuckles. Other boss fights are easier because of the glide technique. Because when you glide, he puts his Knuckles, his namesake, in front of him, and he can use those as a weapon. Oh dear! My time is almost out on this level. That's embarrassing. Never run out of time on a Sonic level. I might have been a little overly cautious, given my history with this level. There we go. Yes, you do go with your bird face and your on-fireness. That's the end of this zone. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch all you folks next time.